And as the Suns coming in from out of town on this one, an interconference game today. Welcome everyone to Milwaukee. Home court advantage for the Bucks. We're at the Bradley Center. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Markieff Morris is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Alex Len. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Knight in the 2. Here's Antetokounmpo. Blocked. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
What a story for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Born in Greece of Nigerian parents. His family is really undocumented. Living in poverty, though, he'd sell watches in the street to make ends meet. But now he's blessed to make a much more significant contribution to his family's fortune.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Knight grabs the board.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Len's shot is off. Suns on defense. Shots good by Middleton.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Knight sets the pick for Bledsoe. Len passes to Warren. And he gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Morris is checked in for the Suns. Here's Bledsoe. The 17-footer goes down. Bledsoe's got his first points in this one.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Milwaukee. Launches it. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at that three-point shot.
Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
And introduced last season here at the Bradley Center, the new playing court with the giant M's on each half of the court. It mimics details of the old pop art court they played on back in the 70s and 80s.
That's good. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 1. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Mayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mayo's got 5 now.
And last season with the new court, it was too slippery at first, something to do with the matte finish. The Bucks had to take a few weeks to resurface it with a gloss finish and had it ready for the home opener.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And guys, you'll love how the new court really embraces Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's a great design, Kevin. Very unique in its appearance. And I hear Zaza Pachulia bought the old court to install in his basketball academy in the Republic of Georgia.
That's a great story.
Yeah, really good story, and no resurfacing needed as a result.
Len, good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats. for the Suns.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And a wide open look for Thornton. No good on the three. Mayo dishing to Ilyasova. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. They set the pick. Thornton. The shot no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And Carter Williams slams it in. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
But Julia kicks to Douglas. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot. Soft touch on both ends, and that's pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Some changes here for the Bucks. Henson's checked in for Pachulia. Chris Middleton comes in for O.J. Mayo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Phoenix also making some changes. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Marcus Thornton. Count the bucket.
Coach Hornacek, a self-professed math guy, he was an accounting major at Iowa State, so he likes the numbers, he uses the analytics, and somebody who really encourages his team to jack up as many three-pointers as possible.
Suns trail by 3. And the foul on John Henson. That is his first foul of the game. Green with a screen for Bledsoe. Len's shot is off.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. There's a screen. Morris passes to Len.
Alex Len, the number 5 overall pick last season by the Suns. He had to undergo ankle surgery just prior to the season. Played limited minutes, but they're hoping he can make that leap here in year 2. Very skilled big man.
And he's good on the second. Clark, you had an opportunity to watch Alex Len play with Maryland. What do you think about his game?
Well, I like his potential, Kevin. He's a big guy. He's pretty strong, and he's got good athleticism and mobility. You just hope he can keep his ankles healthy, because if he can, this kid has a chance to be really good. You know, it always takes big guys, usually anywhere from 4 to 6 years to develop as NBA players. So if healthy, this guy will be one of the better centers in the league, I think.
Picked his pocket. Fast break, Milwaukee.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Bucks leading by 7. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The Morris brothers fill up the forward spots. Gerald Green out there at Bledsoe. And it's Len in the center position.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nobody near Granger. No good from outside.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. He's looking for Bayless and finds him. The offensive rebound. And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Well, the Phoenix Suns, really one of the surprise teams last season. Expected to vie for the worst record in the league. They were a playoff contender in the brutal Western Conference, no less.
Yeah, quite remarkable the job Jeff Hornacek did. And you have to give a lot of credit to not only Hornacek, but also to some player acquisitions they made to move that team right on the verge of being a playoff team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, a second-round pick, a dramatic change of fortune. Living in Athens, they struggled. Thanasis said, we'd be on the street selling a toy, a watch, something. And it's a good day because we didn't starve that day. Guys, their attitude hasn't changed. They try to save every penny.
They know how much every dollar can mean. Doris, thanks. Timeout called, the Suns.
And for Coach Hornacek of the Suns, he oversaw a drastic improvement at both ends of the floor from a team that had been the second worst offense in the league and the 8th worst defense 2 seasons ago. They were around the top 10 in both categories last year.
Checked in. For Milwaukee. Phoenix also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Warren. Brandon Knight comes in for Green. And it's Thornton in for Eric Bledsoe. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
He's not doing them any favors making those kinds of mistakes.
Especially now. I mean, every possession is so important for him.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Jared Bayless.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Carter Williams with it. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot is off.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Well, Steve, a silver lining to last season for the Bucks, the surprising play of their rookie, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo.
You know, the youngest player in the NBA last season made a huge leap, and the potential is just incredible. The wingspan, the length, the speed. He has a chance to be special.
Suns trail by 14. Granger misses.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
And the basket good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Milwaukee leading by 14. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Here's Granger. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of assists.
Here's Thornton. The rebound by the Bucks.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange kind of when you consider that year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly.
Mayo into the lane. Parker with no one around. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Len's shot is off. Well, as you guys are talking about, the winds of change can stir things up in a hurry in the NBA, and the Bucks are hoping things can change for the better, Steve, just as fast.
Well, luckily, with the pick they got and the changes they made, I mean, they're in a much better position this year. The postseason's still probably a stretch, but not completely out of the question in the Eastern Conference.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Parker. Dudley comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. They double-team Bledsoe. Kicks it to Morris. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And Phoenix making a change here. Morris is checked in.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Here's Morris. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Morris got his first points in this one. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you learn a lot about a player from the way he responds to adversity. And Eric Bledsoe, a player with tremendous potential, had to back up John Wall at Kentucky. Then he had to back up Chris Paul with the Clippers. You know, rather than get frustrated, he really made the most of those learning experiences, and now it's paying off.
And the Bucks with some changes. Miles Plumlee comes in for John Henson. And Middleton subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Phoenix also making some changes. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Green in for Knight.
When you talk about Bledsoe, he said in college and with the Clippers, he enjoyed both of those situations. The challenge of the daily battles in practice against star talent. He showed a lot of resilience and determination to find his niche.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Plumlee kicks to Ilyasova. And again, the Bucks miss. There's a good screen. Over to the wing. Bullock passes to Wright. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
They're looking significantly better now, but still a long way to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least the effort's there now. It had been sorely lacking early.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks lead by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from O.J. Mayo.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
We've got Jared Dudley. Plumlee out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Bayless in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Right. Off target at the rim.
You know, before this recent streak, the last time the Suns went more than a season without making the playoffs was way back in 1988. See just how long it's been for them not to be in the playoffs for more than a year. Wow, impressive.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Plumlee sets the pick for Carter Williams. Blocked. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Morris with the ball. Here's Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Parker.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Suns trail by 17. The drive by Green.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Antetokounmpo. Comes up empty down low. A runner. And there's Green on the assist by Bledsoe. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Middleton. They get it again. Knocks it loose. And Plumlee kicks to Antetokounmpo. Parker left side. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find the shot.
Morris with the bucket.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Markieff Morris with a breakthrough season in 2013-14. dramatically improving his scoring rate and percentages. He was a strong candidate for most improved player. Made his case as the long-term starter at power forward for the Suns.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Pachulia, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Dudley comes in for Antetokounmpo. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And then for Phoenix, Granger comes in for Morris. And Knight subbed in for Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. That's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
And clearly Jeff Hornacek wants to talk it over. And Markieff Morris came into the league as more of a spread 4 as his career has gone on. He's become a little bit more paint-oriented with it.
Yeah, not a bad decision for him. His three-point attempts and accuracy have fallen off over the last couple of seasons, but he's making good contributions by staying closer to the rim.
And Phoenix making a change here. Morris is checked in. And Phoenix has possession. It's a 13-point game. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And no good, trying to use the glass. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Mayo from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 4 assists in the game. If you can go over 500 on the road, you usually are a playoff team, and that wasn't the case, however, with the Phoenix Suns.
You know, you're right, Kevin. They did finish barely over 500 on the road last year, but it just wasn't enough, even as impressive as that feat is.
Knight dishes to Morris. Looking to end the run. Good D by Parker.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
That's good. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points. You look at the Morris twins out there, Markieff and Marcus. Defensively, you've got to check those jersey numbers just to make sure you know who you're guarding.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Phoenix also making a switch. Lem's checked in. And Markieff Morris, a little taller, a little bigger, at 6'10", 245, but He and Marcus still get confused for one another all the time.
I'm still waiting for the day they swap jerseys at halftime when one of them is in foul trouble, but who knows? But, you know, they're just two rock-solid NBA players, very skilled. They're going to be around in the league for a long time.
Yes, they will be.
Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And again, the Bucks miss. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Took him no time at all on that one.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
To the middle. Here's Pachulia. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Here is Knight. From downtown. Rebound by Parker.
And, you know, the rebounding edge here has been key because they're getting a lot of extra possessions offensively as a result.
Guys, you're absolutely right. It's made all the difference.
But they'll get another chance. Pass to Dudley. The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Zaza Pachulia signed last season to a 3-year contract by the Bucks. Some question the fit for a developing team with young talent in the front court, but he does give them that veteran experience and a little extra muscle inside.
Pachulia Clark missing a couple months last season, but when healthy, good low post banger.
Kevin, he's got a physical presence, and he's a guy that does not shy away from contact. He really does a nice job rebounding on the offensive glass.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Phoenix. Len, good.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can.
Watch out now. I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that for now.
Henson checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jared Dudley. Bledsoe passes to Len. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
There's the pick. Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 4. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that.
The Suns shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Bledsoe is out there with Gerald Green. Then there's Warren. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Middleton can't get it to go.
You know, an interesting study came out recently that argued that steals are really undervalued, not just because they create high percentage scoring opportunities at the other end, but also there just aren't that many players who really excel in that area.
Jared Bayless is checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Bayless kicks to Henson. Who's back up? Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Here is Bledsoe. Warren. The rebound by Middleton. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
Here is Bayless, guarded by Bledsoe. Middleton dishes to Parker. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. No good on that one.
Chris Middleton in his second NBA season starting for the Milwaukee Bucks and providing some much-needed perimeter shooting. Former 39th overall pick in 2012, showing he belongs in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Plumlee comes in for Henson. And it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. And a change for the Suns. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Warren. Timeout called, the Bucks. Middleton making the adjustment to NBA three-point range in year 2.
Yeah, and that was vital for him, Kevin, because he needed to stretch his range out. He's a smooth offensive player, and he's able to go off the dribble with a nice pull-up, but hasn't developed as a finisher inside, so that three-point shot's important for him.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Suns.
The big story from last year was that the NBA finally was able to come to an agreement with the Silna brothers. They were owners from the ABA who had a huge stake in the media rights of the NBA. Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom. Well, that's going to be a throwdown every time with that mismatch inside. I mean, he's just too big and strong for him.
Well, the Silna brothers out of St. Louis, they own the St. Louis franchise, and when the ABA and NBA merged, they cut a deal to get about 2% of the NBA's TV revenue with no end in sight.
And Kevin, one of the greatest deals in the history of deal making across all industries is that deal the Silna brothers were able to cut, but it has finally been negotiated away. And with the way the NBA has become a global phenomenon with televisions across the globe, that was the best deal, as I just said, ever made. I'm happy they were able to put a cap on that deal for the owners that are now in the NBA.
And I'd like to make the announcement now. We're changing our names. That's Clark Silna. I'm Kevin Silna. Goodbye, everybody. Milwaukee making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Here's Plumlee. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Here's Len. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a game we've seen here for Len. He has 23 points and 2 rejections. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
Yeah, he's doing all those little things that are so important.
Danny Granger, he's checked in for Markieff Morris.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
14 seconds.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Nobody near Granger. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
You know what? I thought he might have it in him. I mean, he did everything right there.
Could be the start of something for him.
Could be, because he is really having some fun out there. Looks like he's playing with confidence.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Bucks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And Bayless kicks to Plumlee. Out to Parker. Out to the wing. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, the majority being, more of the analytical types. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
No good from Bledsoe.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Wants to get it to Morris and does. Len. Bledsoe dishes to Len. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 26 points for Alex Len.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Dudley. And Middleton subbed in for O.J. Mayo. And Henson kicks to Middleton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kev. Great awareness and terrific finish. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Bledsoe passes to Len. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 30 points for Alex Len.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Carter Williams with the bucket.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Here's Bledsoe. And he gets it to go.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
And he gets it to go.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
The Bucs shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Now here's Carter Williams. And so it's the Bucs taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.